I'm proud to be an American. Or at least I know I'm free. Oh my gosh, the delay is terrible. Woo! Let's go!
America, baby.
We did
Back,
it.
ladies and gentlemen.
I'm thinking I'm back.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. Get up, get
Back-to-back
up,
World War champs are back in the arena, boys.
get up, libtards. It's all over now. That's right, guys. We did it. Your vote counted. The popular vote counted. We made America great again. Cross out the K, add a D. It's made. Well, for now.
Yeah.
We won the battle. The Battle of Helm's Deep is over. The Battle of Middle Earth has just begun.
Ooh.
Yes. I did not make that reference though. Somebody else did. And I was like, dang, that's really good. We are back.
You still got to destroy the ring.
That's right. The ring needs to be destroyed. Yeah.
The deep state.
But I don't know if he should be revealing this all, but Trump's been revealing a lot of plans lately on what he's going to do to deep state, to the Department of Education, what the Department of Justice, who indicted him, raised his misdemeanors to felonies because the deep state told them to. He's going to use them to investigate big pharma, which I think is brilliant. It's just like, it's amazing. And he's not attacking anybody, but he's gracefully getting rid of people from his last administration who just are useless. And he's like, thank you for all you did, but peace out. And we got lots of great, every time you jump on X, there's new good things happening. So
and even when there's not like explicitly good things happen, there are awful people in tears.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. So when you're like getting excited, like your energy's going down, it brings you right back up. Just watch some suck up those liberal tears.
Feed on the tears.
So good. But yeah, we're back.
That's
Talking Nerds is back. Yeah, no. Talking Nerds is back. America's back. And we're super excited. Life is good for now. So enjoy the peak excitement, because you never know what's going to happen next. So
we'll see if they play child and kick Biden out and make Harris president before January. But
yeah. Well, Alex Jones, he says a lot. I don't know. He says a lot of things. I never know what to believe him from what he says. But according to him, there's rumors going around that they are trying to somehow get her in, and there is a plot to assassinate Trump, of course. Whether that's deep state, who knows? But we'll see. We'll see. We just got to get to January, and then we always got JD.
Well,
so
we gotta get through all 4 years is what we gotta do.
We do got to get through all 4 years. One day at a time, guys. One day at a time. We'll get there. But yeah, I mean, this could not have worked out better. Honestly, the more I think about this, I'm like, I'm glad that we lost 2020, because we would not be where we are right now without that loss.
The trifecta. The trifecta.
That's right. The Return of the Jedi is here. The Empire Strike Back. They strike back hard. They strike back big, but we're bigger. We're better. And we did it. And without that happening, without the last 4 years, the movement would not have been what it is. We would never have gotten Elon, maybe. All these people, RFK. I mean, it's huge. Like all these things, just the stars and stripes aligned perfectly for this. And here we are.
That was nice.
And you know what? The old parties are dead. The Democrats are communist, socialist party, and the Republicans are
in debt.
Yep, the Republicans are the party of the people. We are not the right anymore. We are the people, and the party of common sense and peace. Isn't that crazy? The Cheneys, when Dick Cheney, when the left is embracing Dick Cheney, the world's changed. The Democrats want war. They're the warmongers, and we're the party of peace. So I'm excited. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be huge. And the world's falling in line, man. China's falling in line. Hamas is done. Saudi Arabia,
Putin.
EU is buying gas from gonna start buying gas from the US instead of Russia. Ukraine wants to work with the United States with Trump. Putin wants to end the war with Ukraine and work with Trump.
And also trade Russian oil with dollars.
Everything's working out. And tariffs.
Yeah.
Tariffs.
The only thing I'm skeptical about is China. Still.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because theirs was more like we want peace with you guys, and that might come with strings attached. That's the only one that I'm worried
The thing
about.
is, they wouldn't even take Biden's phone calls, so
Well,
it still
you?
says a lot.
Would you?
No, I'm saying that they do respect Trump, but they have a healthy fear.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. We went from World War III to
The Roaring 20s.
sure the 80s, the 1980s.
No, you remember that clip when Trump was like, "We are gonna bomb the shit out of them."
I love it.
Yeah.
It's like super cut with Kamala. Like, what would you say to Hamas? Like, don't. One word. Simple. Don't. And then it cuts to Trump.
We are gonna
bomb.
bomb.
And then get out of him.
I just keep watching the clip of him with what's his face from the UFC.
Dana White.
No, not Dana White. The old commentator. They just did a documentary for him.
Oh, the guy who was like,
Yeah, he's
Joe
McMahon.
McMahon.
Yeah,
McMahon.
where he tackles him. Remember, and then he goes.
Yeah.
Like I just want Kamala's face to be on McMahon's face and just like pounded to the ground. Yeah, it's so good. I just found out too that apparently he was really good friends with Michael Jackson, and Kamala Harris was the prosecutor in that case in California, and she was the one who was calling him a child molester. And he's like, Michael's great. He's not a child molester. He plays with Don Jr. and Eric, and he's a great guy. And he defended him. It's like, you call this guy a racist? Come on. Now, I don't know about Michael Jackson.
Was white, right? He was white, right?
No, he was black, but
I know.
Get out of here. Not that I really care, though, honestly. Michael Jackson gave me the creeps a little bit, but he was proven innocent. So, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, America's back. I really haven't been doing much other than scrolling Twitter and watching Joe Rogan, and it's been good. It's just been
the life of a patriot.
Yeah, watching patriotic videos with Eagles and Jets. I watched. I did watch Top Gun Maverick though over the weekend.
Yes.
I was
Okay. Speaking,
patriotic.
I watched Top Gun Maverick as well.
Yeah.
Now I watched it like the Wednesday or Thursday after. Like I was like, I gotta do it.
Nice.
Interesting thing. I don't know if we've ever talked about this. It's interesting. The end of the movie when they're doing the actual mission is like almost 1-to-1 Luke Skywalker taking out the Death Star.
Yeah. I thought of that too when the missiles are going in. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh.
But they got like the turrets above, right? And he's got to fly in a trench, right? He's got to stay under.
Unfortunately,
like
Han Solo doesn't.
Shot.
Hangman doesn't come in to save the day right away. Han Solo,
no
Hangman.
But that sequence, right? Like being in a trench, and my friend Jared pointed that out to me, and I was like,
it's cool. I love that when he comes in, shows them how to do it. It's such a great.
He does it in under, like he undercuts the time, and he does it better than the undercut time.
Yep, it's amazing. Tom Cruise saving Hollywood. He's the Donald Trump of Hollywood.
Scientology.
Yep. Make Hollywood great again.
That's something. I don't know if we're gonna get into that, but I think Hollywood's kind of scared.
Yeah, they're definitely scared. JD Vance is a nerd. He loves Lord of the Rings. He was made fun of it by the left too, in fact. And
He's weird.
He's weird. He released a statement and he's like, Hollywood better basically Hollywood watch out. Epstein list is coming. So
and the Diddy list.
So yes, Hollywood is freaking out. And you know what? Zachary Levi, he made the right decision about saying what he wanted to say when he said it. Cause he's up there with Gina Carano now. Yeah. They were on the right side of history. So they might well, she's doing better than he is, I would say. But he'll get there because the reform is coming and it's coming big, it's coming strong,
it's coming fast.
And it's coming fast. That's right. So yeah. And we got Joe Rogan. How about that? Always thought he was based. Sometimes he says stuff I'm like, what the heck are you saying right now? But he's done so many drugs too, probably. So he's probably on LSD constantly. Just
no, he's probably just microdosing shrooms.
Probably, yeah. Microdosing. That's his favorite word.
Yeah.
But yeah. So other than that, I watched Team America. I was just laughing at liberals. That movie is so funny. It is so bad in terms of political correctness, but it's so good.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
It's pretty funny.
I've never seen it.
But yeah, other than that, I really haven't done much. I've been playing God of War Ragnarok here and there. I'm taking the December 16th through January 3rd off of work. So Bluey, if you want to play Space Marine 2 during that first week on lunch breaks and such, we should do it. Because I will be home all week. But yeah, so really haven't done much. I did catch up on Penguin, so we're gonna talk about that tonight. Super. Nick, are you caught up on that? Yep. Fantastic ending. It ended strong. That's all we wanted more. It was great. So we'll get into that. Forgot about Agatha. I did not finish Agatha. It just completely slipped my mind. And you know what? I'm not sad about it. I'm not sad at all.
That's comfy.
So
it's not on much.
I'll probably finish it so we can talk about it eventually.
You mentioned right before the show, you're like, oh, I forgot to watch Agatha, and I forgot that I finished it. That's how much I've already forgotten about it. I was like, did I? Yeah.
Well,
and then I was like,
funny
well,
thing is,
I don't remember.
It was so inconsequential too, because it was so inconsequential because the only thing that really came out of it was establishing Wiccan as a character. So it's just a nothing burger, really. There's really nothing else to say about it. It didn't really ruin any characters because who cares about Wiccan? He's already gay in the comics anyway, so it's like who cares about him? So yeah, it's just kind of like whatever. It's setting up in the next show, which is probably going to be the Vision show, I would imagine. And maybe something in the movies. I don't know. Who cares though? Really, who cares? Not this guy. And then Arcane season 2. The first 3 episodes came out, and I don't really know anything about League of Legends other than Arcane season 1. So there were some confusing parts where I'm like, what is happening? So maybe we can get into that when the Flash joins. Name drop.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I just watched the first episode.
Okay. Well, do you guys care about spoilers?
For this, maybe.
You probably do. Okay.
I think I do.
Okay. Well, maybe we won't. Maybe we'll talk about it spoiler free because I'm sure this is probably the only thing Flash will watch this year. So got to get him to talk about something. So, anyways, I got to get him to watch Penguin. He did watch, which we still have to do eventually, a review of One Piece because we've all watched it and we haven't actually talked about it. So,
I want to watch it again.
Yeah, at this
although
point, we should just watch it again because
season 2 is coming out next year, I believe.
I think so.
So maybe we'll do a recap review of season 1 before that one comes out. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, what have you guys been up to other than MAGA, other than making America great again?
Yeah, you know, fighting Nazis, bombing immigrants. Yeah, no, kidding. I would never do that. I would fight Nazis.
I would fight Nazis. Yeah,
I would fight Nazis. But no.
You know the irony of that? It makes sense, but like these people in Toronto, these Hamas supporters who are calling for the death of Jews, and then they're calling us fascists. It's like, you guys are delusional. You are out of your mind.
Well, specifically Nazis. Like that's the delusional part. Yeah. Which then they want to control speech as well, which is also like level 1 fascism. So
and take our guns. So that is a fascist move.
Absolutely.
It is.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know what? I actually really enjoyed
kids
this.
turning their parents in too.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this docu-series on Netflix. I don't know if it's still up. It might not be, but it's narrated by Peter Dinklage, and it's How to Become a Tyrant or something like that. I'll send it to you guys. But
he stole that job from another dwarf. Dwarf rights matter.
But he basically, I think it's on Netflix, but it goes through all of the different authoritarian and fascist regimes in history.
Yeah.
And it basically, like, he narrates through what they did best to be a tyrant, like what was their like
big achievement
their big achievement to achieve that in their country. And it's quite a look in the mirror for some side. Yeah, so you guys should watch that. It's actually pretty good, even though it's Peter Dinklage. And he's a dwarf.
Not to say there's anything wrong with dwarves.
Just that one. He's an angry dwarf.
That one. You're an angry dwarf, angry elf.
He's an angry elf.
Yeah.
No. I've been getting back into Rocket League. I've been playing a little bit of League of Legends. I've been playing Battlefield 1, which
nice.
Kind of goes with the patriotism.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much me. What about you, Buffalo?
Finished Penguin. Watched the first episode of Arcane. I'm going back and watching the Hobbit movies, which,
compared to
honestly,
Rings of Power,
when you compare it to Rings of Power,
I don't like, they're not terrible. It's just really the last movie that sucks. It's really just the last one.
It's a little bit of a breath of fresh air when you have just watched Rings of Power. You're like, oh, like, okay, this is not horrible.
Yeah.
I don't want to tear my eyes out.
It's like
that's the perspective.
Prequels. It's like the prequels of Star Wars after the
the prequels are still kind of cringe, but they're way better.
But they are like loads better than the sequel.
Well, and I would say the prequels are better in Star Wars than maybe the Hobbit are in the Lord of the Rings.
Sure. We live in a very interesting time too, because like, it's fun. It's perspective always changed generation to generation. When The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing came out in 1982, everybody said it's the worst movie they've ever seen. It did terrible in the box office. Now everybody pretty much unanimously agrees it's a 10 out of 10. It's the best horror movie of all time. It's amazing. And I agree, it's incredible. But like that's how it always changes, So like 80s now, I mean, like, man, imagine if we lived in the 80s and 90s, like every movie is a banger. Every single one is coming out is just like incredible. Like at the time, I think Beetlejuice was coming out. The Thing. I feel like there was a superhero movie maybe coming out, but I don't know. All these great movies are coming out. It's just like, man, imagine if we had that problem today, But it changes our perspective too on movies that we grew up that we might have thought were kind of dumb, that are actually kind of decent, compared to anything today. So it's like
Yep.
your
So
perspective on things changes a lot as time moves on.
in 50 years, they're going to be like, wow, Pacific Rim, what a great movie that was.
What a masterpiece.
I don't think so. I don't think
Your
so, Nick.
cinema.
I don't think so. I think that's
you
just
know-
your copium.
I don't hate Pacific Rim. It's just not a good movie.
No, I agree. It's not a great movie, but it is.
It's not even a good movie.
It's a
but
very
it's a
enjoyable
fun.
movie.
It's a fun movie. I love it. I love watching it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, just celebrating my freedom and my Second Amendment rights.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
We should go shooting sometime soon.
We should.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get in some news. If you share my screen. This is from from IGN. Who gave Penguin a 5 out of 10 and Agatha All Along a 7 out of 10, I believe. That's like that's the joke is it's when people say it's a 10 out of 10, they instead of saying it's a 10 out of 10, you say it's an IGN 7 out of 10, and that means it's a 10 out of 10.
But Agatha was not a 10 out of 10.
But Agatha was not a 10 out of 10. No. You only say it when you mean it, not when you're actually getting it from IGN. But even IGN, the culture is already changing when IGN releases this article. Star Wars fans roll eyes as Disney plans another trilogy, bringing unreleased films up to 14. That is crazy. I knew there were a lot. I didn't know 14. Ryan Johnson has a trilogy. David D&D from Game of Thrones, those guys, they have a trilogy. That's why they rushed Game of Thrones season 8 was a trilogy for a Star Wars trilogy that never came out. We got the Rey movie. We got the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. We got Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron movie. We have Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie / trilogy. Yeah, it could be a trilogy. And then I think we have what's his face? Kevin Feige. He also had a trilogy, I think, or one. I don't know. So yeah, 14 movies that are unreleased, and that's how they do it. They don't say, "Oh yeah, this movie's not coming out." They just let it go into oblivion and never talk about it again. So Disney has yet another trilogy of Star Wars films in the works, and some fans are getting a bit sick of perpetual announcements with no releases. With the number of planned movies totaling 14, and the number of those release dates, never mind trailers, totally 1. Okay, so X-Men producer Simon Kinberg is now writing and producing a trilogy of Star Wars films that will act as the beginning of a new saga, planned to release alongside the wealth of other announced films. But despite Disney releasing no films in the franchise since, that's the thing. Star Wars is supposed to be a cinematic experience, and it was reduced to a streaming service, to be on a streaming service. Now they're saying, oh, streaming and like second screen things are where it's at. People put on podcasts and YouTube videos and stuff on the side. So we're going to have Star Wars and Marvel movies and shows playing on in the background on they're actually buying a cable channel, a TV channel to throw on. That's their big plan to save Star Wars. Make it a background thing. Can you believe that? Like, that's crazy. This is what Star Wars has been reduced to.
Can you believe it? I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's bad. So that's where we're at. Haven't released a film since Rise of Skywalker 2019. And no word of new Star Wars films no longer brings excitement for many fans, instead rolling their eyes. That's how you know, like, it's true. The normies are waking up. It was, made pretty clear, I'd say, in the popular vote of the election. Yeah, people are done with the woke BS, and we are America is waking up.
We're back, baby.
We're back. That's because Disney now has more than a dozen films announced. Disney also canceled several films in that time, such as Kevin Feige, a trilogy from the Game of Thrones showrunners D.B. Weiss and David Benioff. So here's every upcoming Star Wars movie and show. Skeleton Crew. Yeah, I forgot about that. That came out already, I think. Or no, it's coming out December 3rd. Nobody really cares. I think it's supposed to be a kid's show anyways, but like still. Doesn't matter. Andor season 2. Probably the best thing they have planned, but I didn't watch Andor season 1. I watched the first episode and I got bored. So
yeah, it's a slow burner.
I
liked it.
For me, it's the same reason I didn't like Rogue One. It's because these characters don't matter to me. It's not compelling to me, I guess, in any way, because I don't care.
Well, to me, Rogue One at least meant a little more than this, because it was a story that was hinted at before. I'm not saying it necessarily had to have been made, but it made more sense than this to me.
Yeah, I mean, this is a spin-off of a spin-off.
Right. Yeah.
It's like clear when things like this come out, even if it's good, it's just a cash grab. It's really nothing else other than that. It's milking the IP dry. And that's what happens when big organizations like this take over these things. They don't really actually care about the lore, the IP, the fans. It's just to make something big. So
it's interesting
honestly,
because it won't ever get big if they don't respect the fans.
I think they should let it die. And I'm getting worried. Well, I'm not getting worried about the new Harry Potter show because I actually, even though she is a total liberal, J.K. Rowling is kind of based in a sense, where she's clearly a liberal, but she also doesn't like.
She's also got a spine.
She's got a spine, and she has common sense, and she respects lore. Like, I mean, it's obviously her lore, but like she already has diversity in the Harry Potter series. She doesn't need to make Hermione black to add diversity. There's plenty of diversity already. Can you imagine if they made all the Weasleys a black family? How racist would that be? Just like this really the poorest family is black. Like, what do you guys? Please don't do that.
Yeah. Or Harry gay.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, you know that she won't let that happen. So that's the one nice thing about this upcoming show, but it's also like still like, do we need this? You know, I don't know. Am I gonna watch it? Heck yeah, I'm actually kind of more excited about that than anything else coming out. But we'll see. Ahsoka season 2, nobody cares. Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Taika Waititi's movie. The Knights of the Old Republic. I think this is. I don't know why this freaking ad's in the way, but this is either the game remake or an actual show or something. Either way, it's gonna be crap. Because they're gonna make Darth Revan a woman. Oh, there you go. Dawn of the Jedi. Okay, so it's something different. Whatever. New Republic movie. That's Dave Filoni's new movie. Yep, that's another one I missed. The Charbine Obaid-Chinoy, the activist woman. You all remember that?
I remember.
That was like the beginning of the year. We talked about that. So this is her Rey movie. Pretty sure it's dead, but it's just in limbo right now. Some other guy. That's a new trilogy. The Rogue Squadron movie, never gonna come out. Book of Boba Fett season 2.
Please no.
Please no.
Not again.
Can you like? They literally made one of the most mysterious, cool, beloved characters in Star Wars. Everybody hates him now. Like, nobody likes Boba Fett anymore. Lando movie that was announced literally after the Solo movie that made no money. Rangers in the Republic that was announced a long time ago. I don't know what that is, and now it's kind of Kevin Feige's, David Benioff, all that jazz. So yeah, lots of stuff. And yeah, nobody cares. So this is kind of just talking about the rest of those, but it's pretty cool to see that everybody's kind of getting sick of this. The woke mind virus, it's dead. MAGA's beaten it. And it's next year we're gonna probably see a lot of it's the dead corpse, right? That has been talked about, and it's just like when your body dies, all the poop comes out, and that's what's happening. The woke corpse is pooping out the rest of its crap, and then maybe things will turn around.
And then
2026.
maybe flowers will grow from the dead.
That's right, from the corpse.
Fertilizer.
Yes. So yeah, we'll see. Next year is probably going to be a crap year. A lot of Marvel stuff coming out next year. But here's one good announcement. Or actually, I think there's one other thing I wanted to mention. Oh yeah. So the Switch 2 is coming out next year. And with that, there's been rumors. I couldn't find an actual source for this, but I've heard a lot of people talking about it, of cross-platform compatibility with Nintendo. So we potentially can play Mario games, Nintendo games on PC. So I'm excited about that. By the way, I think Flash is trying to get let in right now.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so that's pretty exciting. Should be pretty cool. I'm just excited to get the Switch too, honestly. It looks pretty from what they haven't really actually released official stuff on it, but from the rumors I've been seeing, it looks pretty dope. So, but yeah, in other news, Hogwarts Legacy #2 has been announced, and it's supposedly going to. I don't know how it's going to work. I think they're basically saying there's going to be events from the HBO series coming out that's going to kind of coordinate with this. So like they're going to kind of be released at the same time, and some of the stuff you're going to be seeing in the show will be seen in the game. So what that makes me think is this show happens during when Harry Potter is at Hogwarts, and you're probably going to be playing some other wizard, witch or wizard, and you can interact with some of the characters from the Harry Potter universe. So that'd be pretty cool. Definitely make me want to replay the first game. So Harry Potter game, Hogwarts Legacy sold over 30 million copies. So they definitely want to, do a new game. So we'll have to wait a few years to see if the series will be successful, as it's scheduled to be released first season in 2026, which is when it happened. I think was it last year? Came out 2023, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah, so it was like, I think it was February, March 2023. So it probably makes sense to do the same thing again. Which is a lot of big games come out that time frame. So what we're also very curious about is Hogwarts Legacy 2, which will now take inspiration for the HBO series. Does this mean it'll focus on Harry Potter? Warner Bros. Has shared so far that they want to make the games consistent with the HBO series. It's just as likely that, like in Hogwarts Legacy, we'll create our own character who happens to be at school with Harry and embark on their own adventures. So that'd be pretty cool. There's no official release date. We can make an educated guess. Since Warner Bros. Places great importance on aligning the game and the HBO series, the series is set to start in 2026. So that would probably make sense. Yeah. And of course, it'll be on all the different plats. So I'm excited about this. I think the first game was great. There were some weird bugs when it released, but for the most part, it was a pretty solid game, and they were very responsive about fixing things. So, and the woke people all wanted the game to fail, so screw them. So yeah, pretty cool news. I'm
also in game news, I don't know if you guys touched on this. Borderlands 4 got at least a release window of like April 2025 to February or April 2026. So I'm excited for that personally. But the studio that owns the rights to Borderlands now also owns the rights to GTA 6. So they obviously don't want to release those right on top of each other. So
Right,
kind of
yeah.
GTA 6 release date's going to affect Borderlands 4
Well,
release
GTA
date.
6 was 2026, I thought.
Fall of 2025.
It is? Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But I think it got pushed back.
Did it? Okay. I watched
I
a
think
video
so.
last night. Granted, it was late at night and I was tired, so maybe I misheard
I
some
could be wrong. I could
years.
be wrong. Maybe people
Yeah.
are just saying like, don't expect it because these things always get delayed.
You know,
Like, that's the meme now, right? Like we get
Right.
everything before GTA 6.
Yes, I kind of love that though. I haven't really played much GTA. I've played some, but not a lot. I never played GTA 5, but I think I might play GTA 6 just because of how big it's going to be. It's probably going to be one of the biggest games ever released.
It'll probably win Game of the Year.
Oh, it'll definitely win Game of the Year if it's good, obviously. But it's just I don't think a game's ever been hyped up this much. So
I
yeah.
would say potentially Cyberpunk.
Yeah, well, we saw how that happened.
Exactly. So that's why I'm keeping my hopes at bay.
Yeah. So we'll see, but I'll probably play it, honestly. Why not? But as for Borderlands, yeah, I mean, I've never played a Borderlands.
Very, very fun. It's a unique style. Looter shooters it's all, PvE. So
Yeah.
And it's all grinding to get the optimized build, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I love getting loot in every game I play. So
I love loot.
I love loot.
Well, and the thing with Borderlands is they actually do a lot of like when you release storylines after the game, DLCs. They do a lot of DLCs. Like I think Borderlands 3 had either 9 or 12 DLCs. And like you couldn't I mean you could beat it in like each DLC in maybe 4 hours or 8, right? So it was like a 2-night thing, but then you could go back and then you're grinding for the optimized weapons from that DLC. So it's a lot of fun. And then it changes the game. So
in the God of War games, it's such a joke because Kratos loves grabbing loot. That like they always say like characters will be like, what are you doing right now? And Atreus will be like, he's just getting loot. He loves his loot. It's so good. All right, so I figured I saw this today and I thought it was hilarious, so I really wanted to watch it. Let me know if you can't hear this. Hear that?
No.
Okay, I might have to
do it again.
Wait, hold on. Let me share again. I think I have to include. Okay, also share tab audio. Okay, so that's selected then. Okay, now it should be. Try now. Sharing. Can you hear that?
No.
Damn. Okay, hold on. Let me turn the volume up. You can't hear any of that?
No.
Dang. All right. Well, I'm gonna send this to you, Tyler. You try playing it on your end and see if it works. I'll send it in Discord. While we're getting that to work, Flash, what have you been up to over the week? Celebrating your freedom?
Very much so. Couldn't stop smiling all last week. No, I watched the first 3 episodes of Arcane. I'm sure you guys already discussed it on some level, but
no, because I'm the only one who watched all of it. Nick watched the first episode, so we got to talk spoiler free tonight. But there are some things I got to talk to you about offline because I don't know League of Legends very well, so there's some things I'm a little confused about. But
yes, no, for sure, we can talk after But no, that's the biggest thing I've done. One of my lit RPG series released the next book, The Primal Hunter. It's pretty good so far. I'm 4 hours in or so, 5 hours in or so. So
Nice.
that one's pretty cool. He's basically like all the dude cares about is hunting, and he's kind of a dick, but he's got this overpowered bloodline, which is like a special thing that not everybody has. And he's a bloodline patriarch. So basically he's the first person to ever have this in the entire multiverse, which is 1 billion years old or billions of years old. Right. But he has a sphere of perception basically around him, and you get points per level, right, as any lit RPG does, and you can put him in perception. So basically he keeps dumping points into perception, and so his sphere of perception grows bigger and bigger and bigger. Now he obviously, they nerf it so that like if he would use it at its full distance, it's too much information for him to process basically. But he basically has perfect understanding of everything that's around him in a sphere at all times, so it just makes him an awesome fighter. And then he's really good with a bow and arrow, so it's pretty cool. And he's an alchemist, so brews potions and poisons and all that good stuff. I like it. It's a good one. Straightforward story. I like the complicated lit RPGs, but at the end of the day, sometimes the very, very basic point and shoot lit RPGs with OP main characters are fun as well.
It can get confusing when you're just reading it or listening to it, rather than actually like in a game where you can see it, so
yeah,
some of those can get a little you're hard to follow, like, okay, just get to the action.
Exactly.
So speaking of audiobooks, I'm so excited for the new Harry Potter books that are releasing next year, audiobooks with the full cast, and they have the sound design and muse score and everything. It's gonna be amazing.
That's cool. Yeah,
I'm super excited.
I have all of the Harry Potter audiobooks.
Yeah,
but
they're good.
I haven't gone back and listened to them.
They're good, but they're gonna be great. They're gonna be great.
They're gonna be huge.
They're gonna get better in a big way.
Of winning. We're gonna win so much. You're gonna get tired of winning.
Neurotic on Fridays, like, I've had a winner for 4 days now, and I don't care. I'm not my doc, and I haven't told my doctor yet, and I don't care.
Dude, he officially announced Doge is for sure a thing with Elon and
Vivek. Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome. He said they will complete their work no later than July 4th, 2026.
Dude, that's crazy.
So, yep.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna be great. All right, let's see if this works. There we go. Can you turn it up a bit?
Maybe.
Or is it just really quiet? Maybe turn on closed captions, see if that works.
I got you.
So a little context. This is the scene in Matrix, obviously.
Is this better?
Yeah.
That system is full of degenerates. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of the woke system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to pick up a biology textbook. Many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on their pronouns that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the dude in the red dress? Who is it?
That wasn't a woman? No. It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you might marry one of them. Transformers. Move in and out of any gender, regardless of their chromosomes. That means
I like how they
anyone
put visually
coming out
in
of a
there.
female bathroom is potentially a ladyboy. Inside the Matrix, they can identify as anything, but in reality, it's just delusion.
We have survived by hiding from them, by running from them. But they are at the Diddy parties. They are guarding all the doors while they are touching all the kids, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them.
someone.
I won't lie to you, Mickey. Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has fought this agenda got canceled. Where they have failed, you will succeed.
Thumbs up.
I've seen an agent identify as a concrete wall, entire clips of them and hit nothing but air. Yet their strength and their speed are still based in a world that is built on rules. Because of that, they will never be as strong or as fast as you can be.
What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge lawsuits?
No, Neo. If you identify as an innocent human being, you won't have to.
Based.
I identify as an innocent human being.
That was good.
So good.
Nice.
Hi.
That's good.
Were you looking at the man in the red dress?
That was a man. That was
The Transformers. So good. All right, so Penguin. The Penguin finale came out. 9.7 on Rotten Tomatoes, right? Or IMDb, I think it was. But man, did they finish strong. Mahler got in a fight on Twitter with somebody who's tried to say that Penguin is a spineless character. It's like, what did you watch? Because this character has he has such a strong spine. He would nearly gave up his own mother just to keep it going at his what he dreamed of, to get the power that he dreamed of. He never really actually loved his mom. He just kind of used her and created this persona, just to get the not the encouragement, but the gratification that he needed, the approval that he needed. Yeah. I mean, he's like the left. He's living in a delusion. But man, great character work on. What's the actor's name? Colin Farrell. Dude, what a phenomenal actor. I'm gonna watch every movie that he's in now, because he's fantastic. Great character work from Sophia. I always forget the actress's name. She finished strong. I love that she
what a way to end.
back.
Wait. Zach, have you watched?
I have not, but that's fine. You guys, I don't mind spoilers. I may not watch it.
You should.
Well,
It's great.
I know I should, but I barely have time. Arcane is the first TV show I've watched in a very, very long time. Since One Piece, yeah. I just do not take a lot of media in right now.
Yeah.
So you guys spoil ahead. That's fine.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, Sophia, I love that she ends up back in Arkham. But some people might say, okay, that's not an arc. It is an arc, because she didn't deserve to go into Arkham in the first place, and now she does deserve to go to Arkham. She actually became who her father created her to be.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough
to
see yourself become the villain.
So she had a great arc.
She never claimed to be a hero, but
true.
She never claimed to be a hero, but yeah, she
But
evolved.
she was maybe a quote unquote good person at first, like when she was more innocent.
before she went to Arkham the first time?
Yeah, before she went to Arkham,
before she went to Arkham,
a villain, but she was, she turned a blind eye to the evil that her family was committing.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, I mean, some of that could be out of fear, though. Obviously, she wanted to help those women, but she feared her father, obviously, and ultimately got her where she went. So, Vic, man, what a sad ending.
Dude, that was hard to watch.
And I saw it coming too.
Yeah, same.
They built it. I'm like, oh no, please don't do it. But you know what? It was probably the right decision. because it really just proves it like Penguin could never have loose string. I mean, that's how he operates. That's kind of the whole point of his mom was the one weak link, and that was the one thing that got him in the end, or almost got him, I should say. But he really didn't have any, loose ties or whatever.
Loose ends.
I know loose ends, but like, yeah, there was nothing to get him,
Yeah,
and
I think it also just made you remember he's a villain. Like he's not a good person. Like you want to be like, you want to root for him in a way, but then you're like, oh wait, he's a villain. Like he's a really bad guy.
you want to root for him in the context of the world of crime. You want him to get to the top of that so that he can fight Batman and get destroyed. That's really where I want it. I'm like, yes, I want him to succeed as a villain.
Yeah, I get what Nick's saying though. Like throughout most of the show, like you're kind of rooting him against Sophia, right? And you're like,
Yeah.
okay, like a lot of people probably wanted Sophia to kind of get the better of Penguin, which she kind of did. And then, Penguin being Penguin got out of it. But the whole time, if you're cheering for Penguin, you start at the end of the last episode, you're like, wait, why was I cheering for this guy? It really put the audience in a really precarious spot.
Yeah.
Which I thought was brilliant.
Yeah, because you can almost start glorifying the evil that he's doing in a way, but then you got to remember, wait, no, this guy's bad.
I mean, that's what Marvel's doing. They're making them sympathetic characters and turning them into, gray characters where you're like, really they're not doing anything wrong anymore. They're good. I love the touch where after he kills Vic, he takes his money and throws his driver's license into the river, and he's not even sad about it.
Like he never even knew him. It's like he never even knew.
Yeah, it's like this is the character that's been built up this whole time, and it went to the amazing.
Gosh, especially after he hugged him and said like it gets easier. Like when you kill people,
it does get easier.
Then it was so easy for him to just kill Vic. It's like, oh my gosh.
And I loved the origin, his origin story. Like I loved that character background, that they with him as a kid, because it honestly made me hate him more. Like I hated the kid version of him. I couldn't stand that little brat.
Great actor. Great
actor. The way he talked, though,
ma,
he's a mobster.
ma.
Ma. My word is good, don't you, ma? It's like he talking like a sniveling little rat already, and he's just a little kid, and like you can see that kid did a great job of showing how he became Penguin, and I mean in the end, like man, it's just putting his Eve, his prostitute, having her dress up as his mom, like sick stuff. And it's just like, man, this, he really did great work on this character. It's incredible.
Yeah. That was the one part that I was a little confused on, because you didn't like, maybe you got a look from Eve during that scene, but really it was like, wait, what's she doing? Like, is she trapped? Is she a prisoner? I'm assuming yes, but like you don't really get any reaction from her.
I don't think she is necessarily. I think because we saw what she did with Sophia, she gave Oz away. Right. She wasn't necessarily going to originally, but she decided she would, because she really is just looking out for her and her girls, always looking out for them. And so in this case, she's just like Oz, she's just doing what's best for her. I don't think she's trapped or anything necessarily. She's just like, she knows what she's got and she's going to keep milking it. And she'll do anything. She'll literally do anything for a buck, I mean, that's the life. That's the life.
Will she paint a fence?
What?
What
Would she? Have you never seen that meme where it's like the guy pulls up to the prostitute on the corner and he's like, "Hey," and she's like, "What's going on? You need something?" He's like, "Is it true you'll do anything for $50?" She's like, "Yeah, $50 gets you an hour." He's like, "All right, hop in. I need a fence painted."
That's funny.
That's funny. But yeah, no, she had, yeah, she was a pretty good character. I think she stayed pretty consistent the whole time. Just kind of like she represented what somebody in that position would do. You know, they're always looking out for themselves. That's all those people are. That's all they're doing. And I appreciated the fact that all the mob bosses got killed because it really kind of shows the death of the old crime families, like the families getting, and then just like the rise of the villains, you know, the crime lords of Gotham. So it's cool the way they did it. I really liked it.
Are they tying Penguin into Batman 2? Is that confirmed?
It's not, but at the very end, which gave me chills, it shows Batman. He's like, or it shows Penguin, and he's like dancing with Eve, and he's like, nothing, like basically, nothing's gonna stop me now, you know. And then it pans out of the building, and then it shows the bat symbol in the sky, and it's just like, yeah, really, where was Batman this whole time? We know when Crown Point got destroyed, I feel like he probably would have been there. But he's cleaning up, you know, after the Riddler's mess.
That's what they said. Yeah, I did think that was kind of a bit of a plot hole, but it's okay. I'll let it.
Yeah.
I'll let it be.
Yeah. It showed that Batman is still in charge, you know, and it's just like, yeah, good luck going toe to toe with Batman. Yeah, there is something out there that will bring you down, and it's the Bat. I really appreciated that.
And I guess he is a relatively new Batman, so
this is a year 3 Batman now at this point.
Yeah.
I
think so.
So yeah.
And what did you guys think about Sophia's letter from her half sister?
I was wondering when they were going to bring her in, because that was another character. I was like, you'd think that Selena Kyle would be involved somehow.
That's right. Yeah. I missed that then. I missed that because I was gonna look up. I couldn't see the letter who wrote it. I also couldn't really hear. I didn't have subtitles on. I couldn't really hear what the doctor was saying. So I must have missed something there. So that was Selena Kyle then. Okay. Yeah. I was wondering the same thing. I've been thinking about that a while because I'm like, yeah, didn't they say she was related to Carmine?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. That should be, yeah.
Which I forgot it was half sister at first. At first, I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, she's a bastard, I guess.
Yeah, they changed the actor of Carmine.
Yes, yeah, we talked about that a couple weeks ago, but I don't think you were there. I really appreciated that. Actually, I thought Mark Strong's a great actor, anyways, but man, he did phenomenal. Like when she started, you know, just rambling, and he just like his face, like he didn't say anything. You're like, oh my gosh, you are scary. Like you could see the wheels turning, what he was thinking, how he was gonna destroy her. You know, like it's so good. He did a great job. I'm glad they recast him. The other guy's is a comedian. You know, I always forget his name.
Yeah, he's
part of the
Transformers.
That guild of actors who you recognize and you know them, but you have no idea what their name is. But yeah. So I don't know. We I guess we missed a couple episodes since we last talked about it, but Sophia went crazy. What did you guys think of the death of Sal Maroni?
I actually thought it was pretty realistic. Not gonna lie.
Like all the food he was eating.
He just got stabbed in prison, and like he's going nuts on Penguin, and I'm like, dude, you just got stabbed, like,
yeah.
And then all of a sudden he like collapses, and I go, there it is. There it is.
I liked that Penguin, that Oz was just like he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like he probably wouldn't have been thinking that. He probably would have been like freaking out actually in reality, but because it changed quickly for him and the better, he's just like, yeah, that's right. I beat you. Like, he's like, what are you, a coward now? You know, like that's how sniveling he is.
Yeah, and I
And
guess
then he just unloads in him.
like Alberto. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was like. You better shoot him, like double tap just in case. But and it kind of, you might be like, oh man, he died so quickly. But then it goes back to the whole killing the old order off. It's not really a movie about or a show. It is about the Falcones and the Maronis, but it's about
The Rise of
transitioning.
Penguin. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I really like the element of the sewers. I think that was great. It's not necessarily it's not just Penguin who does that. Lots of characters do that in the Batman comics, but it's like it's cool that they brought that in because that is it's a good tactic from a lot of villains. The thing is, Batman also rules the sewer. Batman is the ruler of the sewers, so good luck. But I liked what they did with Sophia kind of outsmarting Oz with the car, the G-Wagon blowing up, and kind of what she did to her mom to find out the information. Like, brilliant.
That whole
villain arc.
torture sequence
Yeah.
was insane between Oz and his mom that Sophia orchestrated. That
she
was
freaking
insane.
stabs him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oz never cared about her. And like the scene in the hospital where he was getting pissed at the nurse, he didn't care if she was dying. He just wanted her approval, like he just wanted that final approval. He's acting like nothing happened, even though he knows at this point that she knows. He's still, he's a narcissist. He's a gaslighter. Like, he's just like, it's insane. But that was all really good stuff. And just to see Sophia's face, like, you are a monster.
And the gratification that she got from it.
Yeah,
I think that was the most devastating part, was that his mom, who he looked for approval from, was the one that stabbed him.
Yeah. And said, you mean nothing to me. Basically.
Exactly.
I've always hated you. So.
Yeah.
And I had to catch myself too, even with her, because she's also a villain. But I do think there was a lot of times where I was rooting for her over him, just because her story is just so sad. How she could have been one thing, and she was thrown into this life.
They both have different tragedies.
Yeah.
He's just he's the cause of all his tragedies, and she's not.
And she thinks that he's also the cause of her tragedies.
Which he is,
kind
actually.
of is.
Yeah, he actually is the root of all her problems. Realistically,
I would say kind of. I mean,
he told Carmine.
Yeah, but like, should she have gone against her father's will? Like, can you blame him for being loyal to his boss? Like,
but he's also pure evil, and she was trying to do the right thing.
Oh, right.
So
yeah.
It's just like she was born in that family. She couldn't do anything about that. But I thought
her mom tried to get out, and that's
right. Yeah, I really liked Alberto a lot. He was a fun character, and I think
short-lived.
I like, you kind of like, you're a douchebag at the very beginning when he's, like he kind of gets what he deserves from Oz killing him, but like knowing his backstory, it's like, dang, he's kind of right. Like, he kind of has the right to say all that, to Oz. Oz just like, that's what I love about his character is like, he doesn't care about consequences. He's just like, I'll do whatever makes me feel good. And it's like, he knows that killing Alberto, that's a big problem. And he realized, he's like, oh, shoot. What did I do? But like, he laughs at first, he's like, he's happy about what he did. Yeah. What a great villain. Fantastic. Especially for the Penguin. Nobody really thinks about the Penguin that much as one of the greatest Batman villains, but he's good.
I wonder why was his name Oz Cobb?
I didn't like that. Yeah. I don't know why. But it's not the end of the world, I guess.
It's just Oswald Cobblepot just sounds like it's such
name.
a cool name for the Penguin. Like,
I guess it sounds more comic booky, so they wanted to go for more realistic. But I like that he had the top hat at the end. He went full Penguin at the end.
And the umbrella. He put it on an umbrella.
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I'm excited to see where he goes as a character.
100%.
I was watching some behind the scenes stuff. They were talking about his eyebrows were shaped like kind of like bird feathers. Or they looked kind of like bird feathers, but they also kind of had them narrowed down like a glaring bird, which doesn't really fit a penguin so much. Is more like a hawk or something, but still had bird-like features with his beaky nose. I just hope the one thing I hope they bring in from the comics is that he always goes wah, wah. He says that all the time. I want to see Colin Farrell say wah, wah. So
that'd be funny.
Yeah.
The actor who voiced Penguin in that audiobook was so good. The Batman, the radio show.
I didn't think Penguin was in it. Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he was. Yeah, you're right. He was. Yes.
Yeah, he did. He had a great like wah wah.
Yeah. I'll have to re-listen to that. That was pretty decent. Yeah. Hopefully there's a new season of that. There's actually a comic book version of it, so you can actually read along while you listen to it, which is cool.
That's cool.
But yeah. So I would give it honestly a 10 out of 10. I give it that's a great show. Probably one of the greatest shows I've seen. So yeah, that was fantastic writing, fantastic characters, great acting from everybody. It felt like Gotham, it didn't feel too real. It still felt kind of comic fantasy, Vic was great. Yeah, just really good overall. I liked it.
Oh, yeah, and it's just so sad when he doesn't go to California, and you're like, man,
yeah. And he could have done it.
Somebody, a character who could have had such a different life.
Yeah.
Just.
Yep. Yeah. Everybody, nobody really got what they deserved, except Oz didn't get what he deserved. Well, I guess, yeah, you could say everybody didn't get what they deserved in this show. Most characters deserved to, get a better life, and Oz deserved to get a worse life, and he got the better life. Yeah.
Even though his mom's a vegetable.
Yeah. The only one who got what he deserved was Carmine Falcone. But that was in the Batman. And he died from the Riddler. What a joke. One thing I'm not excited for is the Joker. The guy from the Eternals with the weird mouth. I'm not excited for that.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is true or not. Somebody had mentioned to me that there was a deleted scene of Batman talking to Joker. I haven't seen that yet. Is that true?
Yeah, that came out.
Deleted. It was an end credit, wasn't it?
No, there was an end credit scene, but they didn't reveal a lot. There was actually an extended scene they released right after the movie came out.
Was that code thing that we looked in? Like, do you remember that?
No. It was a video on Twitter. I think James Gunn or Matt Reeves released it, I believe. It was a long time ago. But you can watch it on YouTube. Yeah, it's the Joker talking, and it's just like, oh, why did you do this? This is terrible. But it can't get worse than Joker 2, I suppose. So yeah. The Joker's been done so dirty. You guys know the Terrifier series, Art the Clown, the creepy clown? Messed up movies. But the guy who plays Art the Clown wants to play Joker, and I'm like,
that would make some sense.
He actually released a video. I haven't watched it, but he released a video of him acting as the Joker, and it's like, ooh, yeah, all right.
He's
be
got.
scared
I
of
mean,
that
from
guy.
the clips I've seen, he's got really good facial
Oh, yeah.
expression.
Yeah, he does the whole like kind of over the top. He basically did. I think he reenacted Batman the Animated Series Joker. So like the over the top Joker.
That would be really impressive.
Right. So I'd love to see him as a Joker, and I'd love to see Willem Dafoe in a Arkham type Batman Joker series. That would be cool. Yeah. I just want a Batman series. That's all I want. Just like write it like the Penguin, and everybody, and you get so much money. Warner Bros. is the worst, the worst run company. They have all the best IPs, and they don't know how to manage them. DC, Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, Harry Potter. They've done nothing with any of them.
Sounds like you're angling for a job with Warner Bros.
No, no way. But they should take advice from the fans. That's for sure. Get Nerdrotic on the phone. Get Mahler on the phone to talk about how to write a show properly. You know, but yeah, they won't.
Yeah, they should write movies based on. They should take fan comics, fan ideas, and then still make a cohesive movie, because you can't just have a whole mishmash of ideas. But they should.
Well,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean they should just take advice, you know, like not the fanfic. That's what we got. That's why we got The Acolyte, was fanfic. But just the advice on like these people that actually care about, like, you need people who care about it, not just people who are trying to appease the investors, you know. That's the problem though. You can they want to write better stuff, but in order to write better qualities, to create better quality, you have to get more money. But in order to get more money, you need investors. But in order to get investors, you need to appease the investors. And unfortunately, all the investors want all the ESG, DEI crap. So they're really kind of stuck now. They can't do anything because they have two ends pulling at them, and it's just like, you're not going to get any money.
There could be a glimmer of hope though, because you know all the like the big finance companies like BlackRock and all that.
Yes.
Apparently, they're dropping the DEI stuff, not because they don't believe in it, but I think they're just like redirecting resources elsewhere.
I would say that's probably right.
If they drop that, then people getting financing from them won't necessarily require it. Who knows? Could be too good to be true. But
have you seen the video of the BlackRock president or whatever saying we need to purposefully change the way people think about DEI, like just like blatantly explaining what they're doing? And you know, and these are the people that own everything. It's like everything. You know, you never heard of them? Well, they're in the background. They're the reason everything's happening the way it is. Yeah, it's crazy. No, I think Disney at least will change their tune, but it'll always come back.
It's a cycle, right?
Yeah.
It's a cycle. They generate enough revenue to where they can hold it for as long as they can, and then once they can sustain money hits with DEI, then they'll do it until they can't. And then it comes back, and then it's just a cycle.
Yeah. But yeah, Penguin's great. Go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Any other thoughts on it?
I'm ready for Batman to come kick his ass.
Me too. I know. I'm trying to think of like who else you could, like maybe a Two-Face show. You could do this, like a good Two-Face show.
Mr. Freeze.
You could do like a Law and Order style show where it's like he does like a case of the week, right? But also you have the overarching show of his descent into being Two-Face. That would be kind of an interesting concept for a show.
Yeah. I'd like to see a Bane like do a proper Nightfall series. That would be really cool. and then start bringing in all these other characters. Black Mask would be cool to see. I don't need a series, but maybe do Riddler justice. Riddler would be a good concept for a show, but they need to do it better. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about Mr. Freeze. I don't think you really can do much with him. He's cool. I love Mr. Freeze, but I don't know if there's much you can do with him. Gotta love Batman and Robin. I used to see you. That movie had a banger soundtrack though. It was great. The Smashing Pumpkin song in there. But yeah, great show. Go watch it. And Arcane season 2 came out, like we mentioned. Initial thoughts: it keeps the hype from season 1. It's really good. It's a little complicated at times, so I kind of have to. You really have to pay attention to what's going on, but it also could just be there's information that I'm lacking. But lots of good characters. It's like I said this to everybody here, but I was like, man, there are way too many female characters in this show.
So you gotta remember the thing.
But like they're not bad though. They're
right?
Really,
no.
There's nothing wrong with characters.
And League of Legends, as far as the League of Legends community goes, it's kind of a meme at this point that any because they release skins for the champions that you play in game. And it's a meme at this point that the best skins are always the female characters because they're catering to their male dominated audience.
Yeah.
Right. So it's
right.
Yes, you do get some badass skins for the guys, but I would say 75.
I've got a nice Katarina skin.
Exactly. Yeah. A nice about 75% of the awesome skins are female skins. So
yeah.
Let's be honest though.
Right, let's be honest. I knew that was coming.
I know. They built that tension.
And again, that goes back
much.
to the game too. That tension, to be fair to them, has always been there. Do I agree with it? Of course not, but that's not something they've crammed in there.
I mean, again, that's my subjective opinion of I don't like that stuff, but objectively they did it pretty well. And
right.
It makes sense the way that the story is being told. And it makes sense for the characters, and it doesn't necessarily take away from them as characters at all, actually.
No,
but I don't like it
because they had, and I think it's because they have agents, and the agency is the wrong word, but they have a driving force to their character outside of them being lesbian.
I know you do, and that's why I laughed.
Which word?
Get on your agency.
Oh.
You're taking away my agency.
You're taking away my agency.
Oh gosh.
That was the Rings of Power showrunner's favorite word.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
But you know what I'm saying.
Caitlyn
and Vi are very strong standalone characters outside of the fact that they happen to be lesbian for each other. Right.
I blame Jace. Caitlyn wouldn't be a lesbian if it wasn't for Jace.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Somehow it's always the male's fault. Yep. Always the guy's fault.
Yeah. Toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
Her agency.
Jace is a weird. Yeah, I had a different idea of what a Jace character would look like on screen based on his character in game. He is a Chad, but he's also not a full Chad yet. I don't know. It's kind of weird. He's
not achieved full Chad yet.
He has not achieved full Chad. He's a little unsure of himself.
He needs to be helped a lot.
Yeah.
His balls haven't dropped.
Exactly.
But he looks pretty badass with a big hammer.
Yeah, when he has the big hammer, he looks.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, you're getting a little close to what's his face, the other guy,
Victor.
Victor. I'm like,
also a character from the game.
Yeah, Victor's just. Ugh, I don't like Victor.
He's and that's not his. I see where where they're progressing his character so that it is closer to his character from the game, but that's not exactly again the vibe I would have gotten from the game version of Victor.
Well, so far he's just been a Han Solo popsicle for me, so I haven't seen what happens yet.
Right.
Yeah. He
Oh,
kind of gets
right.
the savior complex in a bit.
So I saved this. It's hilarious. It's a tweet. It's Caitlin. I think we should just kill poor people. Victor. I'm Robot Jesus. Ambesa. I love teenage boys. Echo and Heimerdinger subplot. And it's just two dudes roller skating around a roller rink. Like that whole scene with Heimerdinger.
We haven't seen it yet.
They're all on LSD doing. I'm like, what is going on?
Right. Well, no, I was saying the scene. It's not a spoiler, Nick. The scene of Heimerdinger breaking into the agency of, or the Ministry of Magic, whatever you want to call it, was hysterical. I love Heimerdinger's character. He is 100% what I would have assumed the video game character in a TV show would have been like.
Well, it's probably easier because he's not like a human.
And he's very much established in this show, right? Like he's old and like he's in his role. Mm-hmm. So,
what do you think of the Black Liz Cheney character?
Ambesa?
Jace's girl?
No, her
Black
mom.
Liz Cheney, the mom.
Oh, the mom.
So she, like I said in text, her character just got released in the game right before Arcane Season 2 came out. So she's a relatively new character even for me.
She was in Season 1.
Right. I'm saying, but like she hasn't been in the video game before. So like there's not a lot of lore surrounding her from that side already. So she's a relatively new character to the League of Legends scene. She's definitely nuts though.
Yeah, she is weird.
But she's also a badass.
Well, yeah,
I'm
curious.
Champion.
She is. Yeah, she's the newest champion.
I'm curious
because of the show.
Yeah.
I'm curious what like kind of her. I get her overall motivation, but kind of where she's coming from on her actions.
So I can explain some of that to you, but that would involve spoilers. So maybe we can save that for after the call.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, Bluey mentioned a very important character to the organization that is the driving force behind some of her motivations.
Okay. I like where it's going though.
Katarina.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Katarina.
Yeah.
I'm very excited about where it's going. I hope they explain it a little bit better, which I assume they will because they did a good job in Season 1. So
Season 1.
Yeah.
I just got to remember everybody's names. I forget from
I know. I did not rewatch Season 1, so I'm kind of struggling a bit, but I think I remember most of it.
I mean, the main characters are Ambesa, Mel, Jace, Echo, Heimerdinger, Caitlin, Vi, and Jinx.
Ambesa, who's that?
That's the mom.
Oh,
I like Jinx. I actually kind of am rooting for her, to be honest.
That picture you sent of their eye
colors,
is great. The fact that they made Vi's powder blue, I was like, holy crap, that is like perfection.
Yep. Yeah,
so
it's almost kind of like Star Warsy too. The red eyes and the
Jinx's eyes are like her best feature.
Oh
like,
yeah,
super cool. Like you kind of glowing in the dark, like evil. Like it's pretty.
Oh cool. Yeah, they did her character perfectly.
Yeah. I like the cat dude. He was fun. That robot cat dude. The robot cat dude or creature bat. He's like a bat-like creature. The robotic limbs. Just watch this.
The rat.
I don't know what he is. He looks like a bat.
He's a rat. No,
okay,
he's a rat. Yeah, he's hilarious. He's not a champion, but he is a great character.
Yeah. So yeah, I liked him a lot.
He was really funny. They got his movement down like perfection.
Yeah. What'd you say?
I think they might have flashed him across the screen in Season 1, but he actually gets lines in Season 2.
Yeah, he's a bigger character in this.
Yeah.
I like the little kind of after credit scene.
Oh yeah, you know who's coming from that.
Oh yeah,
Warwick, baby. Well, yeah, so they do one of those little cut scenes at the end of every episode.
Okay,
so you'll see two more.
Gotcha. I was gonna say, but that's what I thought because I've only seen episode 1, but Tyler hasn't seen, or Bluey hasn't seen, so I won't.
Yeah, I haven't started it yet.
Oh,
I
you
will-
haven't started it yet either?
No.
Oh, so you're
There's 3
you
episodes.
didn't even catch my drift about Katarina then. Okay.
No, you just mentioned skins, and I was like, I actually got a pretty nice Katarina skin.
Yep.
And that's just funny that.
Yeah. No. Yeah, when you watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But
Yeah. So
Dude,
there should
I'm
be 3 more
pumped
episodes coming
for
out
Warwick.
Saturday, I think. So
yes. And then it's what, 9 episodes long?
yes.
Okay. So, man, I don't know how they're going to wrap all these storylines up in 6 episodes.
Wait, what? 6 episodes? Oh, if beyond this, you mean?
Well, so
Yeah.
they're not doing another season.
Right. This is the end. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
Doesn't that suck? All the good shows are like limited series, basically.
I
It's
mean,
so
I would
dumb.
assume that they'll continue making more in the Arcane universe.
Yeah.
I mean, you could literally, I mean, it's the same thing like you were saying with Warner Bros. Riot Studios can print money with TV shows of League of Legends alone. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. And if they do it at least to this quality level, it doesn't even have to be this style. But if you just do it to this quality level, it'll be super successful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Yep. It's good.
I'm pumped.
I thought the only cringe thing to me is Caitlyn's character. At times she can be a little cringy. Like when she busts in the room, she's like, I'm a commander. What did she say? I am a
house something or
Yeah, of House
Adela. What's the word I'm looking for? When you're like an officer who's
decorated officer.
Decorated, yeah. I'm a decorated officer, and I'm like, girl boss much? Like,
I don't know.
It got a little too much.
Probably won't bother me because okay, first of all, I hate playing against Caitlyn's, but I'm used to hearing Caitlyn's voice lines because I hate playing against her. She always kills me. So that probably won't bother me that much. Or it'll mega tilt me because it'll give me PTSD from all the times I get sniped. But yeah.
But that is like consistent with her in-game character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I think for
like
me,
that's the thing. It's like
so annoying.
Right. They stay fairly consistent. Like no
I'm
one's
just getting
acting outside
PTSD
of
from woke stuff, I guess. Then from Star Wars.
I just remember 1776, and then I just.
But you see, like this is what we're talking about. Like if
Imagine
it's already an
like cannons
established,
blowing up in the background.
But this is what we talk about all the time, right? Like we don't mind like strong female characters if that's what they were designed and created for the story.
Exactly.
It's when you overwrite an already existing character with this DEI crap. So,
100%.
But yeah, you probably just got flashbacks or PTSD from what we've been taking
from Galadriel
and Agatha.
My girl Galadriel. Yeah. The agency part just pisses me off because of freaking Narsil.
Don't take her agency.
I feel like I have a bug climbing up my butt. I do. Go away.
What?
I had a spider climbing up my foot.
Okay, Asmongold.
Dude, Asmongold, man. He's so based, and then he had to cave to the freaking like, what are you doing, man?
Yep.
What a joke.
Who's that?
He's a big
WoW
YouTuber.
streamer.
Oh.
Yeah. He's pretty based in his views on a lot of things. And then he caved. He said some stuff about Hamas and mainly the frick. I'm so bad with words. Who are the people? Palestinians.
Mm-hmm.
He said some stuff about Palestinians and they got a lot of clapback, like these people are dying and all stuff, and like he just randomly he caved. And he's just like, I don't know these people. I don't know their lives, how they're struggling. It's like, dude, they're terrorists. So I don't know. He's just like, he's very wishy-washy at times. He also lives like a rat.
He's a slob.
It's disgusting. Yeah.
So
I watched a house
model.
tour. I watched a house tour video of his house. It's disgusting. It is so gross.
Yeah. Not really a model male.
No,
to be honest.
he's a beta male.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyways, yeah. It's like get your act together. I think he's happy about Trump though. So
Dude, Nick Merckx is like
this is like, welcome back, Mr.
Oh.
President.
so pumped.
Many men.
And he I mean he's done reaction like 2 or 3 different election reaction videos. Like one was just like streamers react, one was like MSM reacts, and then another one was crying videos reacts.
Yeah. I have to watch all those, but I did see that. Yeah.
My favorite thing were the immediate Trump edits coming out.
Oh, dude, it was nuts.
Bro, I was getting chills. They were so freaking good, dude. I was like, bro,
the song from Deadpool, that song had a comeback for me because I hated it in Deadpool.
Oh, that's streaming on Disney Plus now. I need to go watch that.
You know that song?
Yeah,
bro. Yeah,
Take
I
Me
was
Higher.
like,
I loved
That was a good
Eminem song.
Yeah.
Guess who's
Yeah.
back?
Yeah.
I was just like,
Trump is
bro,
back.
did I just listen to like Lincoln doing the Gettysburg Address? Because like, dude, I just
Oh,
got chills.
There's
Yeah.
there's so many good videos. The comeback videos, just the. I also really love all the and start your engine. Those videos are so good.
Well,
Yeah.
there's one where the one where he's like the speech where he's like, to every man, woman, and child,
Yes.
I am with you, I am
Yes.
for you. Like that one, like dude, chills every time.
I'm getting chills right
time
now
I
thinking
hear-
about
bro,
it.
I know, dude.
It's so good. Also, the video where they'd edited the Kamala bashing the Christians at her, at the wrong rally, and then his speech back. Oof.
Yeah.
Good
Dude,
stuff
it was
right
a
there.
stroke of genius for him too. It was towards the end of the campaign, but when he came out with that like secondary slogan or whatever, where he's like, Kamala Harris is for they, them, and I'm for you. I was like, dude, that is a great line.
Oh yeah.
No, my favorite one, my favorite like funny cut is there will be no Merry Christmas here.
Oh yeah.
We're bringing back Merry Christmas, y'all. It's like, I love it. It's so good.
Dude, my wife is just pumped for Melania back as first lady. She absolutely adores that woman. I mean, she is so stylish too.
What
Did you
is
Did you see Melania turn down tea with Jill Biden at the White House? She like said it really nicely, but it was like,
You mean
yeah,
Dr.
no.
Jill?
To be fair,
you called my husband Hitler, so yeah, I'm not gonna come have tea with you.
to be fair, the Bidens are actually Trump supporters anyway. So.
I think they secretly
I
are.
love that edit.
Well, no,
With Biden
you
looking
see-
back.
you see
Yeah. The Michael Bay movie.
The Michael Bay.
So good.
No, Jill walking in to vote with a red dress.
Dude,
Like,
red
dude,
pantsuit.
Biden wearing
Those
the red-
colors are
Oh
always
my-
intentional in politics. So.
Oh
They
yeah,
are.
100% they are.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you see what happened today with Biden? He was having like a sit down or something.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
the camera
And
thing.
then
Yeah.
he's like, "Are you gonna be able to not get hit in the head from that,
By that
camera, behind
camera?
you?" She's like, huh? I don't know.
I think Biden just
Dude.
doesn't give a crap.
His
anymore.
speech last week, he
was
had
like
so much energy.
coherent.
Yeah, he not a stutter. He smiled. He's like,
Oh
"Good
my
morning, good morning, good morning."
Except
My
the video
favorite-
of him on the sand where he just
Yes.
could not.
Yeah.
I saw someone like
man.
retweet that and it's like, guys, it's a special sand walking technique. It was satire, but it's like it's a special. And then at the end, it was like he's trying not to. What are the sandworms in Dune called? It basically like he's trying not to disturb the sandworms.
Yes. I wanted to ask you guys this: if since we're getting so many great things happening right now, great policies and all this stuff, if you could ask Trump for one thing that went away in America that you want to bring back, what would it be? It could be anything. I would request. I would request Blockbuster.
Machine guns.
Bring it
that
back.
you can buy. The machine guns that you can purchase through the Sears catalog, baby.
Yeah.
That's multi-layered. I
So
think
bring
it's
back
the
Sears.
catalog. Yeah. Exactly. I think American excellence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think Yeah, just more stuff like if this whole Great America Fair happens, just like things that make you excited to live where we live.
Yep.
Patriotism. Bring back
Yep.
patriotism, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Dude,
I mean,
that's
he is bringing back patriotism.
Yeah,
that is.
100%. And
yeah.
like everybody who's like, you guys are idiots, you don't understand tariffs. Have fun buying your $50 t-shirt now because it costs $20 or $30 to import from China now. And it's like,
Make it here.
exactly, make it here.
Yeah.
And then it'll be $15.
And
Yep,
that's how we pay off the national debt.
exactly. I'm like, you guys are the idiots who don't understand how tariffs work. It's not like Trump says, all right, starting tomorrow, there's a tariff. It's no, starting in a year from now, there's going to be tariffs. So you have to figure out how to get around that by manufacturing here in the United States.
Right.
And
Yeah,
you can also solve two problems with one stone. You make immigrants, you reform the immigration process. They become citizens. They have jobs making stuff in America.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's why I'm really happy about these freedom cities. I don't know how it's going to
Dude,
happen.
I'm so pumped about that. That is
But if
so
that brings
cool.
jobs, creates new jobs, man, I mean, like, that's hard evidence of new jobs that Trump's created. That.
Yeah.
So.
My favorite meme was this reported that there's been 2,000 people that have left or like a little over 2,000 people, and someone retweeted it and was like, 2,000 jobs created right there.
He's
not even in office. Hasn't even taken office.
I will say some liberals are keeping their word. They're moving to Canada. They're moving to the UK. It's like,
but why not Mexico?
Get out of here.
Why not Mexico?
Seems a little racist.
Dude, did you see like someone walked up to Tom Hanks and was like, hey, are you gonna follow through on your promise to leave America now that Donald Trump's become president? I'm not gonna talk about that right now. It's like, yeah, of course you're not gonna leave.
I mean, George Clooney did the whole freaking dumb ad for her, and he lives in France. So,
jeez Louise.
Yeah. Did you watch those videos, the Julia Roberts and George Clooney videos for basically like the Julia Roberts one was like this woman voted her husband, clearly a Trump supporter, like camo hat and all this stuff.
Yeah.
He's like, better vote for the right thing, babe.
Oh, dude,
And
those were so cringy.
yeah, I did see that.
And she votes for Kamala, and he's like, did you make the right choice? She's like, yes, I did, honey. It's like, oh gosh.
And they did it like as a couple. And they did it like the two women voted for Kamala, and then they like secretly high five.
Well, and then they did it the other side too, where it's the guy walking in with
George
all his
Clooney
Trump
video.
buddies.
Yeah, that's the George Clooney one.
And they're like, make sure you make the right choice, man.
Yeah, and he looks at his family. It's like,
dude, the ones with like
the
the dude like masturbating, and then the Republican senator comes in and takes, or having sex, or his girlfriend like in pain on the ground, and they're like, we're taking all these rights away. I'm like, okay, number one, porn is bad. Number two, premarital sex is bad. Number three, Republicans aren't trying to take away your right to have an abortion if it's medically necessary.
Right.
Yeah, there's a big difference between aborting your 6-month-old baby who's perfectly healthy, or even your 1-month-old baby that's perfectly healthy, and having to do it because it's harmful to the mother's life. It's going to kill the mother.
Well, that's the thing. All these women who are saying like my rights are being taken away, all their rights that are being taken away,
is abortion.
Most of them aren't, but it's evil stuff anyways. It's like all the evil, disgusting, gross things that they want.
One, it's not a right to take a human life.
It's not
right.
Which is what we believe, but it just comes down to a difference in what we believe in morality, right?
Right.
But then also it's not taken away. Like it's up to
Move to New York.
It's up to the states.
New York.
Up to the states.
California.
In
whatever.
most states, like across the board, I think the average is like 3 months, right?
Right.
So
that's the funniest. That's the funniest shit too, is because in Europe, they're all like, we stand with you, American women, and then you go look at Europe's abortion laws. If it's like past 3 months, you can't abort it. Whereas so it's like they're more conservative than the United States is.
Yep.
When it comes to that, but then they virtue signal by saying they're standing with the women of America for their right to an
But
abortion.
it just comes down to being misinformed. That's really all it is.
There were two tweets that I really liked recently. One of them, I think one of you shared, where it's like this guy, this British guy moved to the U.S. He's like, I think the biggest thing I've learned since moving to the U.S. is that Americans do not give a crap about what Europeans think of them.
Yep.
Which is
it's
totally
that
true.
British guy on
1776
Instagram.
energy, baby.
Yes, yes. And the other one. The other one was like this Democrat's like, shit, maybe we did cheat in 2020.
I shared that one.
That was so funny.
Roll with those shares.
So good.
Yeah. You guys, man, maybe we did cheat.
Oh, that's the funniest thing to me is like seeing all of them like try to say that the election was stolen without saying that the election was stolen.
Defiant L's has been having a heyday, bro.
Yeah.
With all these people, like election deniers should be thrown in prison in 2020, and then it's 2024, and they go, "This election was stolen."
It's like so obviously, it's like, oh my gosh, you guys are idiots. But
yeah.
And somebody made a comment about that graph that had that for that meme that it started at like 50 million or whatever votes and didn't start at 0. But even if that is true, there's still the difference of those 10 to 15 million votes. I think it's 10 now.
Yeah, now it's like 10, closer to 10.
But it's like you're telling me that all 10 million of those votes were Democrat votes.
Mm-hmm.
Even if a majority were.
Yeah. Well,
it's closer to half than you'd think, right? Yeah. Like it'd have to be.
So I think Trump's about 3 million ahead right now. So that means it would have to break 70-30 for her to win.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The popular vote.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I think is the greatest thing ever. Not only did he get the trifecta, but he won the popular vote this time around. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I appreciate Lips of TikTok doing God's work out there, calling out all the people, tagging the FBI, all the people who are trying to assassinate Trump and his granddaughter.
All the school teachers giving disgusting speeches to second graders.
Mm-hmm.
It's and that's one of the things he's like that. If I don't know how he's gonna do it, but that's one of the things Trump's talking about is anytime a teacher. They're going to be required basically by law, the school to snitch on them essentially.
Wow.
If they talk about anything to do with pushing a certain
agenda.
I think agenda mainly with mutilating your body,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to ban gender affirming care for minors.
Right.
So.
The U.S. government recognizes 2 genders.
Yep.
Male and female.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's gonna be awesome.
Cool stuff. Yep,
just as the good Lord intended.
AK Jesus for ATF director. I don't know if any of you know who that
AK
is.
Jesus.
I do know who that is.
Yes, I do.
Brandon Herrera.
Yes, Brandon Herrera on Sub Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, so they're seriously considering Madison Cawthorn for
look,
ATF?
Charlie Kirk tweeted that. He's been pretty spot on. Or I think Charlie Kirk did. Let me go back and check.
No, Dr. Ben Braddock.
Oh, okay. Then maybe that's not true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll see. Well, boys, I do got to bounce. I love talking freedom. You know this. It's a good time to be a United States citizen.
That's right.
And God bless the people. God bless America.
And start your engines. Yep. All right, guys. With that, we will catch you all later. You made America great again.
That's right.
Let's go.
Cross out the K. Make
Freedom,
it a
baby.
D.
That's
made
right.
America great again.
God bless the United States of America. God bless you all. Have a good night.
Peace.